lecture or deliver whatever I know. I stay away from all that because I firmly believe that journalists are not supposed to do anything beyond, except journalism. And this is part of my profession, and secondly, all of us have a social obligation. And if I know something, I have to share my experiences or whatever which I know with young students, because of that I'm here. After I came to Bangalore some 1.5 years ago, I think precisely 16 months ago, only once I went to St. Joseph's College. They have a very good PG department, I'm sure Professor is aware of. And there was some seminar I went there, and otherwise I don't go anywhere. And I was supposed to come here long ago to a Nanvarthi campus, and Professor P.K. Reddy had invited me several times in the past, but I couldn't make. And fortunately, Professor Narsimurthy called me and I immediately agreed, and I'm very happy to be here and I thank you. And secondly, today, Rajeshwari told me that we once worked together and our Facebook's familiar, then I realized that actually we were colleagues long ago. I think some 18 years ago. Now she herself a professor. And I am not, I'm still a journalist. And I left for Delhi long ago. I worked briefly in Kannada before I left for Delhi. And I was just 24, I left for Delhi and I worked there for 18 years and I'm back. And working in Delhi is altogether a different thing, because Delhi is known as Mecca of Indian journalism. So if you want to be somebody in Indian journalism, you have to work in Delhi at least for a few years, because Delhi gives you a new perspective. Delhi is entirely different because it's national capital and one of the most important cities in the world. And politically, it's one of the most important cities in the world. And if you work in Delhi, you get to meet all kinds of people and you interact with a lot of people. And because of that, it will widen your horizons and you actually will enrich your professional life, personal life, everything. And I worked in Delhi for so long, so I big challenges these days. And media is also facing a lot of challenges. The problem is there are two kinds of things. One thing, India's political system and all these things, they are also challenging us. But at the same time, we are also facing a lot of challenges from within, that is our industry challenges. Because journalism is no longer straight now. You work for a thought form, that's it. There are all kinds of things. Long ago, Professor Bose, we had only newspapers. So there was no competition. It was so easy. After newspapers, we got TV channels. We had only hourly bulletins or a few bulletins a day. Now after that, we got 24/7 channels, maybe it's almost 20 years ago. So we currently have how many 24/7 channels in India? Maybe more than 400 if I'm correct, not less than that. Kannada alone has more than 14-15 channels. Telugu has got highest number of channels, 28 or something. Even Malayalam has got more than 20 channels, if I'm correct. Maybe 10-15. Tamil, every language. Hindi alone has got around 50 channels if you include in state-specific Hindi channels. But we are focusing more and more on digital, because these days the entire country is linked now. We have to get Wi-Fi everywhere, and we have this optical fiber cable, OFC everywhere. Because of that, that is very important, so that we can access news using your smartphone. I am sure most of you read newspapers using your smartphone, right? You don't read physical copies these days. And secondly, actually you read what you want to read, right? You follow IPL. You just around 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock in the night or whatever time you just go and type IPL and you get the result, and after that you forget. So because of that, newspapers are facing a huge challenge, because no need to buy a physical copy and read. At the same time, TV news channels also. Nobody has the patience to sit before a TV and wait for the news to come. Because suppose this bulletin cycle, is 30 minutes or 1 hour, right? So we might carry something related to sports or cinema at the 22nd minute, 23rd minute something. So you will have to keep sitting before the TV waiting for that news. Earlier we used to do all these things, but nobody does it, because everything is available on the internet now. Suppose you want to watch some particular video, it's always there on YouTube. Every TV channel has its own website, so get it. So because of that, what has happened is fragmentation of news is happening. Because just like this fragmentation of land holdings happens, and the land holdings become smaller and smaller and smaller. Same thing is happening in news. Finally, you read what you want to read. You don't read everything. Earlier, you had no choice. You had to buy a physical newspaper. It was properly physical, that copy. Then even if you are not interested in sports, sometimes just because you bought a newspaper, you turn pages and you go to the last page and see what is happening. And even if you are not interested in editorial or some political news, suppose you buy newspaper only for cinema, you come across political news or something else, you go through that, read it and all. But there is no need now. Tomorrow will be different, right? Tomorrow something else happens. Maybe at 1 o'clock something might happen somewhere. Then Salman Khan will be forgotten. We focus on that. So in journalism, 2 days aren't the same. Even after 20 years, if I am a journalist, if I want to go to office every day, every morning, only because of this, because I know 2 days are the same in this profession. Because you are in any other profession, you may be a software professional, banker, or something else. There won't be much difference between today and tomorrow. You go to the same office, do the same thing today, tomorrow, day after, and even after that. Here I go to office today and I cover something. When I go to office tomorrow, everything will be different. And maybe 10 o'clock I think something, Sidramaya is the biggest news and we have to follow it. By 12 o'clock something else will happen somewhere. Then Trump might declare war on North Korea or something else, then that becomes the biggest news. So 2 days aren't the same. Because of that you want to go to office every day. Because you come across new things every day and you get to meet a lot of new people. And secondly, as Professor has requested me, I think a lot of students are from Karnataka here. Yesterday is Karnataka. Majority is there. ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ? ನಾನು ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾ? ಈಗ ನಾನು ಈ ಜರ್ನಲಿಸಮ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದರೆ 2 ದಿನ ಒಂದೇ ಥರ ಇರೋದು. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಎವ್ರಿ ಡೇ ನೀವು ಜರ್ನಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇರೋದು. ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಡಾಕ್ಟರು, ಎಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ ಇದೇನೋ ಆಗಿದ್ದಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅದು ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಇವತ್ತಿದ್ದಂಗೆ ನಾಳೆನೂ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಅದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೇರೆ ಏನೂ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಮತ್ತು ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಅದೇ ಜನತೆ ದಿನ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದು ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಈ ಜರ್ನಲಿಸಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ 2 days ಆರ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್. ಇವತ್ತಿದ್ದಂಗೆ ನಾಳೆ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ 2 hours ಆರ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್. ಈಗ 11 o'clock ಈಗ ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯ ಹೋಗಿ ಭಾಷಣ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸುದ್ದಿ ಆಗಿದ್ದು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ. ಇದೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮೀಡಿಯಾಗೆ 12 o'clock ಇನ್ಯಾವುದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ವಿಷಯ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ವಿಷಯ ನಾವು ಮರ್ತೇ ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಪ್ರತಿ ದಿನ ಪ್ರತಿ ಗಂಟೆ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಈ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಇರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಆಫೀಸಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬ ಜನರನ್ನು ಭೇಟಿ ಆಗ್ತೀರಿ. ಭಾಳ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಜನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ತರದ ಜನರನ್ನು ಭೇಟಿ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ. ದಿ 3 Ps, press, police and politicians, they go everywhere. The press, police and politicians, they meet richest of the rich to the poorest of the poor. And they go to slums, they also go to the 7-star hotels. Because our profession is like that. And all we 3 Ps, we work 24/7. Because even though we have weekly or per day, ಏನೇ ಇದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಈ 3 ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ you are always on job, 365 days 24 hours. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಈ 3 ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಜನರನ್ನು ಭೇಟಿಯಾದಷ್ಟು ಇದು ಯಾವ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನ್ನಲ್ಲೂ ಯಾರನ್ನೂ ಭೇಟಿಯಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ಈ ಜರ್ನಲಿಸಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ಭಾರಿ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಚಾಲೆಂಜಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ 3-4 ಚಾಲೆಂಜಸ್. ಒಂದು, ಇಡೀ ದೇಶದ ಪೊಲಿಟಿಕಲ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಪೊಲಿಟಿಕಲ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಂತ. ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಓಪನ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಇತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಫ್ರೀ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗಿಗೆ ಅದು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ದಿನದಿಂದ ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ ಓಪನ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ಗೆ ಸ್ಪೇಸು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಈ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಪೋಲರೈಸೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಐಡಿಯಾಲಜಿಕಲ್ ಪೋಲರೈಸೇಷನ್ ಇದೆ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ವರ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ ಟು ಎನಿ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ. ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಕಂಟ್ರಿ, ಇಫ್ ಎನಿ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ಇಸ್ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಆನ್ ಐಡಿಯಾಲಜಿ, ದಟ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ಇಸ್ ಡೂಮ್ಡ್. ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಒಂದು ಮಿಡ್ಲ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಇರಲೇಬೇಕು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಿಸ್ಟ್ ಐಡಿಯಾಲಜಿಯನ್ನು ಯಾವ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ದಟ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ಸರ್ವೈವ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡೆಮಾಕ್ರಸಿ ಸರ್ವೈವ್ಸ್ ದೇರ್. ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ ಇನ್ ಜರ್ಮನಿ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ Hitler? Same thing. Entire country was divided, polarized. Because Germany lost First World War badly, and they were asked to pay huge compensation to Britain and America and all. And after that, it had hurt German ego so much. They were waiting for a strong leader. They wanted a strong leader. Hitler said, "I will be your party." And he founded Nazi party. What happened? Rest is history. We all know. Right? Hitler gradually took charge of the country. He even dismissed the president, and he became dictator of the country. And Hitler's megalomania, his hubris led to the Second World War. Second World War killed more than 100 million people. More than 10 crore people were killed across the world. And only because we had Winston Churchill, and we had Roosevelt, and we also had Stalin. You know that I don't like Stalin and communists, that's another thing. So they came together and these allies defeated Hitler. So after the ಬೇಕಾದಷ್ಟು ideology. Cold War time, the entire world was polarized. One side was America, free thinking, liberal, democratic. The another bloc was Soviet Union. It was communists, and there was no scope for free thinking. And communism believed in one party, one ideology, and also it was against market and any liberal free thinking, free market or anything. ಆ ಥರದ್ದು ಈಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ರೈಟ್ ವಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಈ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಸಮ್ನ ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಯಾವುದು? ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಸಮ್? ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರೈಟ್ ವಿಂಗ್. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಫ್ಯಾಸಿಸಮ್? ಈ ರೈಟ್ ವಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಈಗ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಸೋವಿಯತ್ ಯೂನಿಯನ್, ರಷ್ಯಾ, ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಸೋವಿಯತ್ ಯೂನಿಯನ್ ನೌ. Putin is the right wing president. So he played the sentiments of the Russians. Because after the collapse of Soviet Union in 1991, it had hurt Soviet ego so badly, because Soviet Union was considered one of the 2 power centers in the world. So we have had ಯಾವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಥಾಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಜನರದ್ದು, ಅವಾಗ ಇಡೀ ಸೊಸೈಟಿಯನ್ನು ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಸರ್. ಎಲ್ಲ ದೇಶಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ವಾಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಅಧಿಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಬಂದಿರೋದು ಇದೇ ಮಾಧ್ಯಮವನ್ನು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯೂಸ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ ಟು ಕಮ್ ಟು ಪವರ್ and taking on the person whoever is in power. So you should always create an illusion of a bigger enemy, saying that these people are against this country, these people are anti-nationals, these people are frauds, these people are criminals, they are corrupt. So we will provide you an alternative government. So we are the best option. So people fall for all these things. How do you reach the people? You use the media, same media. It was TV maybe 20 years ago, now they use digital media. Social media is more influential. And we have even seen people, those who have become prime ministers using WhatsApp. So that's another story. So all these things work very well. We are talking about Cambridge Analytica now. What is happening there? Facebook thing. This Cambridge Analytica thing, same thing, right? This Facebook is stealing and sharing our data in the political parties, and using these things they profile voters. And they have done that not only in India. They have allegedly done that in India. They have done that in Kenya. And one of Cambridge Analytica person died mysteriously in Nairobi. And Trump election, it was used, and even Trump is sorry, it was used during Trump election, and American opposition parties, they are Democrats, they are blaming Russia for that. They are saying that this Vladimir Putin meddled with American elections and he used these things to meddle with American elections. So they say Putin manipulated the American electoral process or whatever, election process. So same thing, this Cambridge Analytica, same thing. So they profile everything. Suppose let's assume that there are 50 people. So all of you are on Facebook. So you write something, you post something, your profile says something. Someone says I am for Modi, someone says I am for Rahul Gandhi, someone says I am for Siddaramaiah, someone says I am for Yediyurappa, someone says Kumaraswamy. So these people gather all the data and they analyze it. So they certainly know you belong to certain political ideology, you support so and so. They also know that you have a family, you have parents or husband, wife or children or whatever. So they are also for you. So they also believe in these things. So they do targeted campaign and they also target votes like that. So it's a grey area. Someone might say, so what? Someone believes in some ideology and people gather detail and go to them and ask them to vote or they target them, nothing wrong in it. But normally you do these kind of targeted things in marketing. Suppose you want to sell a soap. So you know who all, first you will find out who all can buy your soap. So you go and target only those people. Suppose your soap costs 100 rupees. So you don't go and target someone in Bangalore or somewhere else. You normally go to at least Vijayanagara or Kenya. Like that to profile people. But election is a democratic process. Because greatness of India is one person, one vote. So the richest of the rich man in the country also has got just one vote. Value of his vote is same as that of a poor man, the poorest of the poor, a better. So one man, one vote. In a system like that, one man, one vote, if you profile like this and all, you are actually manipulating the process. Because in this country, we still have a lot of underprivileged people. Very few are rich people. So it's not a level playing field. So these things are the biggest challenges. So when you join some newspaper or TV channel or digital media, you realize all these things that it's really tough and it will be very, very difficult to survive with this media. So not an easy job because you need to update yourself all the time. And one more thing, I was discussing the same thing with Professor Narasimhamurthy before coming here, that if you are not tech savvy, you won't survive as a journalist. So 20 years ago, 30 years ago, all that you knew, you had to know was what you need to know how to write. That's it, right? So you write something in longhand and give it to someone else will compose it or type it and it will appear. It was the end. Now you need to know how to use a computer. And after that you need to know how to type. If you don't know how to type, no one will type it for you, right? You have to do it. Then you will have to make your own page if you are a newspaper. You need to know how to use a page making system like Quark Express or whatever. Then after that you need to know basics of designing because you have to design your own page. Then after that, suppose you are in digital, you need to know what CMS is. Then you have to use CMS to work. Then you need to know photocopying, photo editing, video posting, everything you have to do. Same in the case of TV channel. Suppose you want to be a broadcast journalist, first thing you need to know is software. So people use all kinds of software, but the best software for any TV channel is iNews. So you need to know how to use iNews. Because iNews is the platform. So when something appears on TV, headline, Headline says something. Trump dares China, slap some $100 billion tariff or whatever. So it appears on TV, right? You don't write it on screen, right? You write it in the system that appears there because this is how it works. So you need to know everything. Suppose I say Professor N. Narasimhamurthy, head of the department communication. So you don't write it on TV, right? When his face appears on TV, it will have a designation, right? That is called supers. So you need to know the technology. You have to write it there, and you have to write it correctly. So these are something highly technical things, not necessarily editorial. If you don't know that, and if you are not willing to learn all these things, say that I am a journalist, I know how to conduct interviews, I know how to talk facing a camera, but I will not do all these things, then I am telling you, you won't survive. And TV media is facing one more crisis now. How many of you want to be camera persons here? You teach camera also.
Yes.
How many of you? No one is interested in handling camera.
Actually, most of them want to.
They are PhD students. How they can begin to handle
No, because camera is highly technical, sorry, highly skilled job. Look at it.
Yeah, because that is the basically can do the camera.
That is the wrong thing. Sorry, no offense intended. That is the wrong impression. You go to any international media house, be it CNN or we are CNN affiliate in India because we deal with them often. Normally, bureau chiefs in CNN, they are not reporters, they are camera persons. The top people in CNN, they are camera persons because TV is a visual medium. In BBC, the top people, bureau chiefs and all the camera persons, they are not reporters. So they make them. Only in India, they think that anybody can operate a camera and it is a very low-level job. That is not the case. It is a visual media, audio-visual media. Okay? And camera persons, we had a man called Phil Turner in Delhi. He was CNN South Asia bureau chief for many years, more than 15 years. He was a cameraman, he was not a reporter. So he was a bureau chief. All reporters should report to him because finally you need visuals to do the things. So they were there. Only in India, we have downgraded this camera persons and people think that anybody can operate it because we see a lot of people, those who shoot weddings and all, we think that anybody can do it. So these wedding camera persons can't do news. You need to have live for news, then only you can shoot. So they are the best camera persons. In India, these Reporter Street, even I have been a reporter for a long time. And Reporter Street camera persons like that just comes. So they orders at them saying that shoot this, do that and all. So you go and do the same thing with someone from an international media, you tell a BBC camera person, CNN or Al Jazeera, tell them shoot this. He will say, you bugger off, I know how to do my job and you keep your mouth shut. Okay? You will definitely say. So this is how they operate. Sorry, there was a slight deviation. Let's come back to the topic. There was a same thing. Why I was talking about this camera is now we have mobile journalism. So it is finishing this camera thing. Earlier you need to carry big cameras. When I started my profession 20 years ago, this one camera used to weigh almost 80 kilo. And with that camera we had huge tripod and after we had battery, separate one, all these things. Now we have got very compact, small cameras. So one can operate, carry and all. But the biggest threat is TV channels want to cut down on cost. Because TV channels is a running a TV channel is a luxury business. It costs a lot of money. You need to pay, you need to spend a lot of money. For that they want to cut down on cost. They have come out with this new thing called Mojo, what's called mobile journalism. So you use some iPhone, then you shoot, and you can also relay directly. You can do live using that. So what happens? They don't have camera. So you are a reporter, right? They give you one Mojo. NDTV is doing it now. And many others also doing it, smaller channels and all. So they give you one mobile phone with a small tripod and also earpiece and all. So you use that. You fix it to that mobile phone and you shoot it. So when you have to face the camera and do VDC, whatever, piece to camera or whatever, you yourself have to operate it. You have to fix it somewhere, stand before that. Then you talk and you can also do it live. What is now happening is that quality is gone. Because if you use a mobile phone to shoot all these things, this quality will compromise the quality because only the best camera persons knows how to operate a camera. You look at any international channel, the moment you switch on any international, be it Sky News or ABC or Euronews or Al Jazeera, BBC or CNN, look at their screen, they are uncluttered. Looks so good because they value footage. So suppose something is happening somewhere, if you go to TV, you actually want to see it, right? What is happening there? Look at Indian TV channels. so cluttered, there will be 5-6 layers. Entire screen is full of text. And the people, they are all stamp sized, very, very small. You won't be able to identify, recognize anyone. Suppose some big event is happening somewhere, some protest is happening in France, railway people are on the road. Or some Kannada, assembly election campaign is happening, Chikpada or Polar, they are all on this campaign. So these channels show it properly in Kannada or any other Indian language, even English. It's text heavy. Screen is full of text. And we don't respect footage. That is the problem. So those channels and all, they still use camera persons and they do a better job. In India, what we think, finally people want information, news. So because of that, we don't even care about all these things. So let's have just news and whatever footage, whoever can shoot, so we can use. Now this WhatsApp journalism is happening. Suppose you are going to Bharati campus and you see something very interesting on the road, some accident or some fight, something, you shoot it, you post it on YouTube, Facebook or tweet it somewhere. Some TV channel thinks that, oh, it will go viral, they take it and run it. Then others will also run it. Nobody will verify this. So a lot of fake news is happening. Recently, I think you are aware of this fake news controversy. Finally, government, Prime Minister Modi had to tell the MP Minister to withdraw that order, saying that we will regulate fake news and we will suspend journalists and all. First of all, I say government should stay away from this media business because it is none of their business. Okay? They are nobody to control us. And they shouldn't do it and it's not their job. Party doesn't matter, Congress or BJP or whoever. Because the same Congress party also was after us during emergency and all of us know, I think, Professor was a student maybe during those days, he knows what has happened during emergency.
No, I was in high school, sir.
Okay.
But I was having a reading habit of newspaper.
Yeah, same thing. So, you know that it's not government specific. Under Jayalalitha, what was happening in Tamil Nadu, you know. And there are students from Kerala, I don't know which idea you belong to. So, if I say something against communist, then if you believe in that, then you will feel bad. Right? Same thing is happening. Kerala is highly polarized. You look at neighboring Telangana, they cannot say anything against the government. And journalists from Bengal say the same thing to Mamata Banerjee. If you don't believe in TMC, if you don't support her, then you will be in trouble. It's happening all over the world. Okay, only degree varies. That's it. So these fake news are happening. What were they saying? Saying that there is a lot of fake news in the market. So you have to regulate it. Fine, but who has to regulate it? Media people have to regulate it. Right? There is a difference between fake news and inaccurate reporting. So what we do, suppose you are a mainstream media journalist. So I work for a leading English channel and someone works for a leading newspaper, Kannada or English or any language, Malayalam or Hindi or whatever. So you report something. There is something wrong in your report. Okay, it could be a factual error or it could even be an inaccurate report. Okay. There is a difference between inaccurate reporting and fake news. Fake news is what? You deliberately write something or broadcast something or post something to mislead people, to benefit someone or malign someone. That is fake news. Okay. Fake news, you do it deliberately. That is fake news. Inaccurate reporting is not deliberate. It happens because we are human beings, we make mistakes. So we correct ourselves later. So who corrects it? Normally, all big media houses, big or small. If we make a mistake, next day we correct it. We say, sorry, we got it wrong. Sometimes we even take down that reporting from our digital site and we also apologize. So inaccurate reporting. So you can't call inaccurate reporting fake news. Fake news is to deliberately do something. Okay, I know that Professor Narsimurthy teaches journalism. Deliberately I want to tell that he teaches Yakshagana or drama. Okay, so that is fake news because I know that he teaches journalism, but I want to defame him or I want to mislead people. So I say, every day I post something saying that he is a Yakshagana teacher or a drama teacher, right? So that is fake news. That I have deliberately done it. That is not excusable. But do you think mainstream media will do it? No mainstream media worth its salt will do it because your reputation will be at stake. I cannot come and say, talk something nonsense because reputation of my channel will be at stake. I am aware of it. I won't do it. Who does it? Fake news is something else. Mislead people, you keep saying the same thing. You say Rahul Gandhi wakes up at 12 o'clock every day. So how do you know that? It's fake news. Suppose as a mainstream media journalist, I write Rahul Gandhi gets up at 11 o'clock in the morning. So that is, it may be inaccurate report. Immediately apologize and correct it. So government should stay away from all these things. Government shouldn't get into this kind of business. It is not their job. And one more thing is happening now. Government says they are going to regulate digital media. Because digital media is completely unregulated in India. For the thing is, digital is all over. Because this world is flat. You can't control digital. Because what I get at Bharati campus now, you get the same information somewhere in Canada at the same time, and somewhere in Australia, somewhere in Russia, and somewhere in South America, and somewhere in Africa. So you can't regulate it. It's not area specific or anything. Whatever you post, anybody from anywhere in the world can access it because it is largely unregulated. Secondly, nobody has been able to come out with a good, viable marketing plan for digital media. Because very easy to launch a website, very difficult to sustain. Most of them won't survive, they fold in a few months because there is no revenue. Because most of the advertisers still advertise on TV and in newspaper. Very few go for digital. But it's picking up, I am sure, because of various reasons. Because Google shares ad revenue, YouTube is a part of Google, they share ad revenue, and all kinds of things are happening, and I'm sure in another 10 years it will do very well because the Western countries and all, newspapers are dying. In America, Europe and all, very few newspapers are there now because many of them have shut their print edition. You get only digital. Even something like a very celebrated magazine like Newsweek, a few years ago they said they will go only digital. Then they shut their print edition. And I don't know what happened. I think they're back again in print form, but they are nowhere to be seen now. The Newsweek is almost dead and gone. So if something like that can happen to a great magazine like Newsweek, it can happen to anyone. So same thing is happening everywhere. The very Christian Science Monitor now. This Christian Science Monitor is one of the best English newspapers in the US. It has nothing to do with Christianity. So name is Christian Science Monitor. It has nothing to do with science and Christianity. So very strange name for a general newspaper. Just like Hindu, someone in Pakistan might think that Hindu is newspaper or Hindus. It has nothing to do with that. Same is the case with Christian Science Monitor. Where is Christian Science Monitor now? They have shut their print edition. You have only digital. So that newspaper has lost its influence completely. People still prefer reading a hard copy wherever you go because that is the easiest thing. You don't need power for that. You don't need internet connection or data for that. You need nothing for that. You pay 5 rupees, buy that newspaper. You can read it leisurely wherever you want to read it. And you can also use it for many other things. So people always buy newspapers and all. I am sure in India at least newspapers will survive for another 50 years at least. After that I really don't know. Newspaper in the sense this kind of one. Newspapers will survive even after centuries. That's a different case. But thought form may vary. And I was talking about you need to specialize. What has happened is suppose you join a company. Say for example you join Times of India newspaper as a reporter. Or you join, say for example, Prajavati newspaper as a reporter. You need to know everything there. You think that you just go report and go home. That's not possible. They say you edit a photograph, you make page. They also say you need to learn how to use CMS. Then you post. Then after that you crop your photos. Then you also post videos. You also need to familiarize yourself with the social media tools. If you know how to use it, then only you will survive. So journalists are these days are called multimedia journalists. So there is a multimedia journalist. Multimedia journalist is you do everything. I think many colleges, if I am correct, Professor Post, they renamed their courses as multimedia and all, right? Because of this one. So they say we don't teach just journalism. Maybe when Professor started here, he was teaching only print journalism, that's it. And job was much easier for him. Because he has learned a lot of things on job because he has to teach children, right? Because of that. He might not have studied all these things when he was in college. Because there was no scope and it was not available at all. But now he is training multimedia journalist. He wasn't trained as a multimedia journalist. And I wasn't trained as a multimedia journalist. But we have learned a lot of things on job. Now we can teach others multimedia journalism. Multimedia is print, multimedia is TV, multimedia is digital. If you don't know these things, it will be very, very difficult to survive with this profession. So please don't ignore technical things. They are as important as your editorial knowledge. And one more thing, whenever you go there, you will be faced with a dilemma about how to report something and all. So if you are clear, if you know what you are writing is correct, and if you know what you are saying is correct, don't hesitate. You just say, I know this is truth and this is fact. Finally, people will recognize you. Today or tomorrow or day after. Now there are various art forms. Suppose one newspaper says, I will not publish this story. You can't suppress it. Someone will post it somewhere and it will reach people. So you cannot be told any information. If I get one information now at 12 o'clock, 1 minute, and at the same time, maybe after 1 minute, others will get it somewhere. So you can ring up every TV channel saying that don't run this thing against so and so, or don't publish this thing in tomorrow's newspaper edition. Even then you cannot stop.